Hey, so I'm not usually in this setting, or you probably don't see me that much anyways, but I just wanted to give a little quick message because we're in the holiday season. But for me, I'm a college student, so we're also in final season. A lot of people might be getting ready to go back home, or maybe they are international or out of state, so they might be staying on campus or going with a friend, whichever. A lot of stuff going on lately. So I just wanted to give a message about that. For one, I can kind of relate to having stress during this time. You know, I have finals, like I said, but I've also been working a lot lately. I'm in a time in my life where there's a lot of change going on. So for one, just got my license, not to shout myself out, but there's also stress behind that because I had a lot of anxiety getting onto the road. I've had people around me who have died young in a car accident, and then also I just deal with distraction issues. So I was a bit worried getting onto the road, and then also having to get a car onto the road as well, so having to deal with those expenses, you know, getting the battery replaced, maybe new wheels and inspection, all that stuff. And then it's holiday season, so I gotta get gifts, you know. I'm an adult now, so I can't get away with like just making it like a little crayon card or anything like that. And then number two is just the fact that, so this is my last semester at the school I'm at right now. And I'm getting ready to go to a school that's not too close to home, and I'll be living on campus for that reason. So it'll be the first time in my life where I'm not home with family. You know, like I said, I'm still trying to work on getting the car on the road, so I take the bus. And because it's winter, it's cold out, and the bus doesn't always show up, so I'm just standing out there in the cold late at night. And then also, it gets dark really fast lately, so it's just dark and cold, sometimes a little scary and tiring. And I'm doing all that to go to school and also to go to work. And work can also be stressful, and we close late, and there's all kinds of customers because it's the holiday season. And then, like I said, I have finals, so it's all really a circle back. And then also having to think about the future and all those things. I go to school for the arts, so it's always that question in your head, like, is it worth what I'm doing? And then potentially not being employed. But so far, things have been going really well for me. You know, the school I'm going to gave me a scholarship, a really good scholarship. And then the school that I'm leaving has been really good for me. You know, I've made a lot of friends. They have a broadcasters club. I'm president of that. So it's just great to know that I have people around me who believe in me, even when I don't believe in me. And having made friends and having people who connect to my passions. But even in the midst of all that, when I'm having fun, there's still always like a little bit of questioning in the back of my head. But being able to do these things and make content and just work on my passions and write, I write as well. And just do what I've always wanted to do is so excellent. So when I have those days where it's cold out and I'm a bit hungry because, you know, broke college student, so maybe didn't buy lunch, and then I'm on my way to work and it's right after classes and I'm tired and, you know, depression season. But I still always have to remember that everything is going to be okay, you know. The country can be crazy, home life can be crazy, school can be crazy, but at the end of the day, we're still here, you know. There's a lot of people in the world, maybe even some people's family members, maybe even you yourself. There's a lot of people who go through a lot of tough struggles, and those struggles increase and decrease sometimes. I call it an ebb and flow. That's how it is a lot at work. It's busy, it's calm, it's busy, it's calm. Same thing with school, same thing with relationships, same thing with most things in life. Things can escalate and then they cool down, they plateau for a bit. So when I'm in an escalatory season, I just have to remember that things will eventually calm down. And when times get better, or when I have more stable finances or whatever, I'm just grateful for the fact that as much of a struggle as it can be in my current time, things will calm down and look how I want it to look if I keep working at it. So that's the motivation that I want to give today, to make sure that everybody stays motivated and keeps working at what they want to work at. Because even where I am now, there was a point in my life where I didn't think I would make it that far. You know, having a scholarship, having all these friends around me, being able to do what I want to do, having an idea even of where I want to go. I've always wanted to be a writer, but I never knew how I was going to get there. I wasn't sure if anybody would want to see my work, you know, especially in times where the economy is a little iffy. You know, you're not so sure if people will want to buy your book, if people will want to see your movie, whichever. But if you believe in you, push forward, and there will be people who follow. And when you don't believe in you, still push forward, because there may be people who see what you may not be able to see at the time. There's always a bigger perspective to take into account. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And for the holidays, if you have people around you, make sure you spend time with them, because everybody's just trying to make it through. And a big part of making it through is having people around you who care about you. And if you don't have too many people around you, just try and make the most of your situation. You know, there have been Christmases where I maybe felt a little lonely, but there was things that I kept my eye on, even if it was just working a bit more, having goals set for myself, or maybe even watching movies or listening to music, whichever. There's ways for us to lift our spirits up, and for me, I try to lift my spirits up together with my friends or my family or whoever. But if that's not something that's available to you right now, just work on getting yourself to a place where that will be a possibility, because it is a possibility, and you're worthy of friends, and you will achieve that one day. And as far as family, that one's a bit tricky, because most people don't choose, or well, nobody really chooses their birth family, but there can be a family that's made through friends, or even just environment, work, whichever works for you. So yeah, it's a bit crazy, but if we just make the most of it, it can turn out really well. Like even my parents, we used to live in like the hood in Brooklyn, and which I didn't know it was the hood though when I was younger, because my parents did a good job trying to shelter me and make the most of the situation. Like I said, you know, the outside would be crazy. There would be gunshots. It would be rainy. It would be gloomy. There would be homeless people, all that stuff, all the struggles. But when I came into my home, they would do the best to make it warm, to make it inviting, to make it colorful, to make it Christmassy, so that I never felt the weight of being in that environment. And there's that naivety that comes with childhood, but also, like I said, not even maybe naivety, just understanding that you may not be able to control the outside, but you can control the inside. So that's what I've been doing lately, and it's been getting me through the season. It's been getting me through my finals, and it'll get you through whatever you're going through right now, whether that's school, work, lack of work, whichever. Yeah, this was a longer video than I intended it to be, but I'm just speaking off the dome, so hopefully that means something. All right, peace. Let me go back to work.